The more of this part I put together, the more I just have no idea what this is.
I can't believe nothing's really, I still have no idea what this is going to look like.
Yeah, but I just mean, like, most of the time as I'm putting something together, I'm like, oh, this is a cafe.
Right,
oh,
this
it's
is
a menu.
chair. Yeah,
and this one is like...
No. You still don't.
What the is this a shoe? Could it be a shoe?
An XU shoe?
Oh my god. Some of the stuff I thought was grass that I thought was fisheye might just be a salamander.
Oh my god.
Like its face? Yeah! That's what I'm looking at.
Really?
It's a salamander's belly.
Okay. What? Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 6, Episode 28.
We sure are going.
We are going,
We're
man.
finally actually going.
We're going.
Everyone has finally gotten onto the same page several times, and we're all going to go to Esthar for various reasons.
Yes.
It could be for one reason. I wouldn't have complained, but they thought of a couple.
So we're here with the whole crew and Adia.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the end of the train tracks, is where we left off last week.
Mm-hmm. We're dragging Renoa's lifeless body around with us like it's a stuffed animal.
Yep. And we're about to enter the continent of Esthar.
Mm-hmm.
What will we find? Xenophobic Esthar. What have you got in store?
Let's go. It's insane to me that the Squall was like, set a course for Esthar, and Nita or whatever wasn't like,
It's
we can't go there, you should go to Fisherman's Horizon.
Right, yeah. So we've stepped off of, like, the end of the train bridge that leads to the continent of Esthar, and we're on the world map.
Mm-hmm. We made it.
But before we get too far into the continent of Esthar, we get into a random encounter.
Oh. Here we go.
Well,
we're excited for the first random encounter because it means we'll get to see what new magic might be here. Mm-hmm. But Odin shows up.
We're not going to be able to see what this guy has on offer.
Yeah, that's too bad. But still, this is a neat power to have.
I'd rather have it than not.
Yeah.
Odin showing up randomly at the beginning of a battle and taking care of it for us is a real double-edged sword.
Yeah, well, as soon as you start to think about it, what does Odin actually get you? It ends easy encounters? Like, is this good? Plus, we get sweet AP.
Oh, this is like a place to enter. This like, valley. Yeah, we enter what looks almost like an ice basin.
It's hard to tell if it's ice or if this is like some kind of salt formation, some badlands or something, but it's a very like alien landscape.
And everybody's standing looking at it like, isn't this where Esthar is?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I don't see a city. Looks like we're in for a long trip. Everything will be alright. We'll be by your side all the way. Thank you, Zal. But remember, you must stay alert even in my presence. As long as I can be myself, everything will be fine. But if Ultimizia gets inside me again, we know! You all know what to do. So at any point, she might turn on us. Mm-hmm. What, did I miss something? Uh-oh, it's so quiet. The air's getting heavy. Guys, what's wrong? Come on, we're all together again. We're gonna bring back the Renoa. It's like a picnic. We're gonna have fun. It's like a picnic? Somebody once told me that if you mention bad things, they'll come true. I know it's a silly superstition, but right now I want to believe it, so let's not talk about it anymore. I'm okay with not talking about it anymore. They're making me make a party again. Yeah, another back-to-back party assembly.
It was seconds ago.
But what was with Squall there, and it was Squall, even though I wasn't really using his voice, saying, like, somebody once told me you shouldn't talk about bad things, because then they might happen?
He's like, I don't usually do this, but I could really use some positive thinking right now, guys. Like, someone told me once, I know it sounds dumb as fuck, but, like, maybe I should try it.
Who's he talking about? Like, the mayor in FH? Like, who?
What do you mean?
Who told him that?
I mean, it could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
You can hear that shit from anybody. Like, anytime,
I just would have expected to have heard it
you know
earlier in the game.
how many times I've heard from people, girlfriends, parents, like, gee, you're so negative about everything. It really sucks.
Okay, yeah.
I can't tell you who,
but they've all said it. Okay, I get it.
So we enter the, like, we don't know if it's icy or salt or what.
I think it's like a glacier full of dinosaur bones.
Yeah,
what I'm
there's
gonna say
huge old dinosaurs that are next to us. Much, much larger than the T-Rexes of today.
Yeah.
The ancient dinosaurs had massive bones.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
See, in FF7, there would be an explanation of what the deal is with all of these dinosaurs.
Yeah, seriously.
Wait, I just had a memory from FF7. Wasn't there once, like, a giant old bones with, like, a fighter jet that had crashed into it?
Yeah, there's a whole village that's of archaeologists who are excavating dinosaur bones.
They have, like, an explanation for that, too. But why did the fighter jet hit it? I guess
well, because there was a global war going on with Shinra and Wutai for a long time, right? I would imagine it was from that.
Nailed it.
Oh, these snowfields. Dinosaur snowfields. Whoa! What is that?
Out from some kind of crevasse jumps some giant monster.
A bone monster.
Boss fight. An undead monster. Use recovery-related magic and items. Okay, thank you for that.
But our junctions are sweet.
They are.
We kick its ass. Quickly move on.
You're going this way?
Yeah.
Whoa. What?
I've been seeing weird effects.
As we're, like, walking by, the background is this, like, endless landscape of just, like, frozen ice, I guess. Or salt. Or salt could be. We don't know.
Easily
we're
be
not,
salt.
we're not there.
We're not sure.
Anyway, and as we're walking by it, it's like the whole background is glitching. Like, it's actually a screen that's right next to us.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that all that is an illusion, and Esthar is preventing people from seeing where Esthar is.
I thought it was just the thing glitching.
No, because they were like, we looked all over, we couldn't seem to see Esthar.
It's all around us, but it's invisible or something.
No, there's no way forward.
There was another way earlier.
I wonder if this is a way. Come on, let's just punch the glass.
So you go back to the glitching background and try to interact with it, and somebody's like, question mark?
Eh?
Touch the device. There's something here. Whoa!
What the hell is that? It's some kind of polar tunnel.
And in the middle of the air, a door opens, revealing a tunnel into the nothingness.
I guess we, like, bang on the glitchy panel and it breaks. It, like, shows us the way.
This looks like the only way. Whoa.
Whoa, invisible ladder.
Yeah. Oh, here's that
porn
porno
music.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
And this is super cool, because we just, like, crawled through a hole in the air and are now in what look like the inside of some, like, industrial spaceship, basically.
Whoa. Esthar is fancy.
Esthar is mind-blowing with technology.
It's like super high tech. Like this hallway looks like the hallway in the alien spaceship, you know, like from Alien and Aliens, that kind of like metal high tech. Like,
and although we'll give it a hard time often, this idea is really fucking cool.
well, here's the thing: it's been a while, but when this game wants to wow you,
Right.
it will wow you
Right.
with its visuals and sort of like concepts.
But yeah, I just mean like they didn't totally. There's some holes in the explanation of this place altogether.
Oh, the whole thing is just makes as little sense, or maybe even less sense than.
But it's
most
like
of the
in
other
the
stuff.
service of a legitimately cool idea.
Yeah, there's some cool ideas here, and we're about to see some cool shit.
No wonder they don't want our busted ass other people coming into their town. Look at this shit.
We're on a massive glass hexagonal platform that starts moving.
Yeah, it really has the vibe of like, oh, we just got onto an elevator that can go in any direction.
Hey guys, what do you think about all this? What the hell is this? What is happening here? What's this, an elevator? I haven't the slightest clue.
Squall drops Renoa on the ground here for
Yeah.
a minute so that they can talk.
I don't know what I'm doing. Where am I? I don't know if we'll ever get to Esthar. You're in Esthar, you idiot.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think this is? Part of the landscape? I'm not turning back now.
It's just a natural formation.
I love that we're just hauling around Renoa's lifeless body. Stopped, what is it? It stopped!
A doorway opens and Squall goes to walk through it, holding Renoa, and Idia's like, wait, what are you doing?
Squall, what are you thinking? I don't care at this point, nothing's gonna surprise me.
Fuck off, Squall.
What else? Let's go.
And as they walk through the doorway, all the hexagonal glass around them kind of begins, like, revealing what the actual Esthar
Well, yeah, like the
behind it.
darkness turns into glass, basically, and they're looking out at a giant... It's a real Wizard of Oz-ass place.
What?
I bet
Holy shit.
Wow!
Wow, they're way better than we are.
The hell is this?
The city is so beautiful with all of the glass that I actually mistook the glass for waterfalls initially. Like,
Yeah.
this place was giant waterfalls.
Yeah,
like,
no,
that's
it's-
how beautifully the
It's
city is
made out of,
designed.
like, blue glass towers. It really looks like some, like, heavenly city in a Renaissance painting by way of the 80s or something.
So, the garden was funded by some kind of the Norg guy.
Yeah, the
and it
Norg.
can fly and shit. No, everyone else is driving cars around. They must have gotten it from this place, right? They
I
must
bet.
have bought the garden from this place.
Yeah, I mean, this place, with all of its waterfalls and hydroelectro plant technology, I assume.
I don't know, it all looks like it's made out of hexagonal crystals that are blue. The hell is this? What's going to happen now? Whoa. Oh my god.
The glass enclosing them folds away. We're all standing on just a simple flat platform which begins shooting through the sky.
Well, it doesn't just shoot through the sky. It's like a goddamn roller coaster. It shoots out over like nothing and then plummets and then shoots forward.
Wow.
Are we just gonna fall? Fuck!
Whoa, it's a
Oh
trick.
shit.
it like takes the railings and safeties away for when it's moving.
To ride on this thing, you would need to be on your stomach holding onto handles for dear life. It's like slick glass, and it moves at like at least 80 miles an hour.
From
From
zero to 80.
it just fucking starts, and this is how we're gonna find out. This is just how they get around in Esthar.
Yeah.
Hold on to the railings,
Yeah,
guys.
lie down.
Lie down.
Oh god. Oh, this would be so scary.
To not be strapped in on that thing as it flies around.
Yeah.
Wow, now we're...
Whoa.
We've landed at some kind of tunnel doorway on like the side of a building, I think.
Yeah, it really feels like we've taken like the maintenance route out to like the main part of town.
Judging from their technology, they must know we're here.
Yeah, like, look at this place.
Possible we might encounter some hostility, so stay alert. Whoa, okay, sonic weapons. Ah, no, not now. Oh, Alone, not now.
And with the worst timing ever, Ellone kicks
She
in.
just decides I'd like to see Unky Laguna now.
and we all fall over holding our heads.
This isn't good.
Alone, come on.
Alone.
Have some fucking class.
And when you go into a Laguna dream, it asks you to like switch your junctions from your party members to the Laguna party. And we had a Dia in our party.
But Dia has our junctions. Why?
Why is she not available in this part?
I hate this.
Yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, we put a Dia in our party because wouldn't it be fun to have a new party member? And then when you switch to the Laguna dream, it doesn't give you the option to exchange the junctions. So one of your people, it just your
Yeah,
junctions
she's
are
missing
fucked
from the
up.
junction list. You can do it from every other character, but not from hers.
Every Laguna dream, the junctions just drive me wild.
I hate every time
Wait,
it does this.
and you know what else? Zell doesn't have his junctions on.
Why the fuck not?
I don't know. Maybe they automatically do have them on. Like, maybe Laguna, Kiros already has it.
I don't.
So, and the problem was we, like, swapped it with the people who don't.
It could.
know what I mean?
Okay, maybe, yeah.
And this is just, like...
Who do we want to level up? I guess this and
junction
Twisted.
party.
So now we cut to like Laguna, and Kiros and Ward, who I guess are held prisoner in Esthar. They're being like bossed around by some Esthar soldiers.
Yeah, they're in some area that I guess is like maybe some fuel cells, like they have to do maintenance on
You
as
get
part
the
of their
idea-
prison work.
Yeah, that they seem to be in like the guts of Esthar. Like it looks similar to where we were. They're on some kind of catwalk above nothing, working on technology or something.
The skinny one and the fat one, get your asses down to
Lunatic Pandora. Wow, dude.
Lunatic Pandora.
And to broken record a little bit here, Why have we not heard about the lunatic Pandora until just now?
Yeah, we really should have heard about it at the beginning, and they technically have introduced the concept to us visually, except it was done so poorly that neither of us could tell we were supposed to be looking at anything in particular. Before this, Zone or Watts mentioned that a monolith has been raised out of the
Something
ocean,
like
but
that.
nobody knew what it was, and we were like, everyone should know what it is. That was a reference to this also.
You're gonna stay here and work. The rest of you get back to work.
The story of Laguna is being told so incoherently. Like, when is this? Is this after they, like...
Like, broke up and then came back together?
Yeah,
No, I think it's before.
before the war? When, like, what?
Is this when they were going around to hotels? Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure.
We'll realize it eventually, but the Laguna dreams happen in sequence.
Yeah, but there's obvious missing sequences. So
Right.
it's like, because the last we saw, we knew Ward was working at the prison, you
Right.
know? And now we're all together again. It's just like, they didn't finish it.
God, Ellone, why are you doing this? So he's got Squall's junctions and
That's
everything.
good.
I'm hungry. You, I said no talking. It's only been 3 days, you wimp.
Don't roam around, no talking.
Well, there's nothing to do but roam around. I don't have anything to work on. I would happily do your slave labor, but I don't know what needs to be done. Should I just pound on this fence like this guy is?
Yeah, maybe.
I wonder if Kiros and Ward are working too. No talking. How many times do I have to... Oh, meal time. All right, it's time to eat. You keep working. That's what you get for your big mouth.
Laguna's not being a good prisoner. They're not going to feed him until...
You know, he's just too positive. They're like, why aren't you being all working and being upset? And
Right.
he's like, oh, it's lunchtime. Hooray. Because his attitude can't be stopped. I think that, like, this part of the story, because we're confused in the past, he's come here looking for Ellone. And they've just imprisoned him because they're evil, I guess?
That beast over there, you two, no meal until your work is done. Hey, you can't be serious. I'll be done in 2 to 3 hours, but his job won't get done for days. He just won't get fed for a few days.
And the guard's like, the Moomba also doesn't get to eat. And Laguna finds that very unfair because Laguna will be able to eat later, but the other thing
Yeah,
won't
they're
be able to
really
eat for
treating
days.
the Moombas really badly.
If he wants to eat, he should work faster. Is Ellone being like, you shouldn't have come here? Like, it's awful.
Maybe that is the message.
Don't do anything stupid while I'm gone. The camera is watching you. Okay.
Okay.
I won't do anything stupid.
So Laguna starts talking to the Moomba, because he's a good guy. I think that's like the purpose of all these scenes, is Laguna's nice to people. I'm not sure.
I think so.
But we're supposed to pick up on that, so remember that, it's important. He's nice to the Moomba here.
You alright? You look exhausted. Do they feed you alright? Got a fever or something? Or you're just scared of heights? Grr, grr. Your stomach's going grr. Ha ha ha, that's funny. I think that thing's grr grr means thank you.
Okay.
You know what? You're the first one to care about his well-being. Even I don't give a fuck.
These Moombas get worked to death for no reason. They only get half the food and sleep compared to us humans.
Well, now the only thing I care about is liberating the Moombas. I don't need to stop Ultimisia. I don't care what she wants to do. I don't give a fuck.
Just Moomba. Free the Moombas.
Death to both Esthar and Galbadia. I don't understand.
I mean, Esthar is a pretty cool place. I kind of want to live in Esthar.
But they've fucking enslaved Laguna and the Moombas.
Yeah, but maybe they're cool now.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they
this
were
wasn't that
invisible.
long
I
ago.
love they called it. They called it the xenophobic Esthar.
This was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. They called it the xenophobic Esthar, and like they've cut themselves off from the planet and made themselves invisible, so
Yeah.
nobody can ever find them.
Yeah.
They're true xenophobes.
Who also have the most well-known, luxurious brand of magical items in the world. Odine's Wonders. The whole world knows all about them.
Well, I have a feeling that what happened back when they were invading everyone is Ultimisia took over a sorceress here, and they were like, you know what? No one else can never come here again after that.
Maybe. That would make sense.
Wow, this is a failure. Sounds like Dr. Odine's up to something again upstairs. Okay, well, let's get the fuck out of here. This is
Dr.
weird.
Odine
And his famous bracelets.
So this is like one of those sequences that I think is pretty specific to JRPGs, where like nothing is happening, and to progress it, you just gotta wander around, and sometimes it's talking to people a certain number of times, sometimes it's just time passing, you're not really sure.
We wind up talking to the Moomba, who needs a tool. Laguna comes up with a plan to get the tool.
I'll get the tool, I'll talk to the guy, you'll hear.
What's up? You need a tool? I'll go get it. Wait right here. I think there was one here. Hey, you over there. Yeah, standing next to the elevator. Go get the guards upstairs. Tell them there's an emergency. Roger that. Go now. Oh, I almost forgot. Here, catch. Whoa, I threw something at him and I fucking knocked him to his death?
What?
Yeah, Laguna, I guess, threw the tool at him, and
at
the
the
Moomba
Moomba.
falls off this big platform that we're working on.
And then Laguna is immediately like, oh my god, I killed the Moomba.
Oh, Laguna. Oh my god,
Oh,
dude.
sorry.
Dude,
It's more than a
I
sorry.
feel so horrible. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt or anything, but what? Oh, he's okay.
The Moomba, like, climbs back up from the nothingness below and lands back on the ledge in a way where he's behind Laguna, so Laguna hasn't seen him yet.
I am just so ashamed of myself right now.
Laguna turns around and sees the Moomba.
Ah!
Wow.
Haha, don't worry, it's not a ghost. They might be treated badly, but they still put safety cables around them for a job like this.
Okay.
Why didn't you just tell me that first? You're such a nice guy. Not many guys like you these days. You seem like you'd be a good candidate to be Shut up, everybody. Let's get
Wow.
on the elevator.
A leader? Well, that's right.
This random other prisoner's like, Laguna, you would be a great leader.
I mean, you're not constantly just like, when I worked at coffee shops, for instance, sometimes I would see people and I would say to them, I see the qualities of leadership in you, and these days all of us are looking for a leader. I will keep you in mind if in the future positions open up in which we nominate people for leadership.
Oh my
because
God.
you, sir, are a good person.
I mean,
You don't do
I
that?
did it all the time.
A lot of us are dissatisfied with the way Adel's been ruling Esthar.
Yeah, see, right now, Adel has gotten brain fucked by Ultimecia.
We may be disorganized now, but someday we'll gather our forces to remove Adel from power. We're overthrowing the ruler of a country, a sorceress far beyond our powers. A half-baked plan would never work. We're waiting for the right time now.
This is one of the smarter revolutionary groups we've come across in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, and he's not only nominated us to a position of power, but he signed us up for the newsletter, too. We're hearing all about it.
Most of us involved in the Adel resistance are specialists. It's easy to research ways to fight Adel, but there's no one to lead the movement. That's our situation right now.
We've been looking for someone like you, someone who's strong and righteous.
Has anybody ever said or been in this situation?
They have a resistance movement that's organized, but it has no leadership at all.
Nobody's willing to take away
because
reins.
all of them recognize they're just not up to the task. All of them. They're like, we would love to defeat Sorceress Adel, and we actually have all the plans and ideas for how to do it.
We just need a leader.
None of us are, like, very charismatic, so we're not going to do it.
Anyway, a security guard walks back in, and he's, I guess, done with lunch, and he's like, you guys are slacking off again. And Laguna's gonna stand up to him.
Yeah.
Up to no good again, aren't you? Stop! Oh my gosh.
The resistance begins now.
Yeah.
We're
I
gonna
guess
overthrow the government
Laguna
here.
is responsible for beating the sorceress Adel, probably. And that's why she's important, or something.
Or something.
Oh yeah, give me that high potion.
Stealing high potions. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. Whoa.
So during whatever kerfuffle is unfolding here between the guards and Laguna, causes a guard to come down an elevator, and
We get a whole CG cutscene of this cylindrical elevator coming down, and I like it.
Don't move. Darn it, I did it again. Well, too bad. Just get on and go. Meow.
so Laguna is like holding the guard down while the prisoner and the Moomba escape.
Yeah, they get on that cylindrical elevator to escape while Laguna's holding him down.
Kiros and Ward run up.
Heroes, Ward, great timing. Or should I say bad timing? It's not so bad. 2 is better than 1. 4 is better than 2, right? So who's the 4th one? Geez, are you starting to hallucinate? Yeah, I can see it. Oh, my sweet Elle.
What are they talking about here? Like, Kiros and Ward ran up.
Uh-huh.
And now they're talking about
4 is better than 2.
4 is better than 2, and because now there's 3 of them, which is better than 1. I mean,
My theory is that the 4th that Laguna is talking about right now is Ellone in the future watching this scene, and Laguna's looking up at her going, there's 4 of us here. And they're like, who's the 4th person you're talking about?
Nah, I'm just gonna leave.
He's walking away from the microphone. He just wants to go because he knows I'm right. Yeah. He really left. He went to the bathroom. While I have you guys here, just you and me talking, I just want to talk a little more about how dumb that is, because they've done this whole fairies thing. They're all kind of aware when someone's watching from the future. Squall and Zell and Quistis are all watching this too, with Ellone, and everybody's here. I also feel like I should take this opportunity to say something crazy to all of you. Now that Ryan's not here, and he won't hear this until we're editing this voiceover, but I've got nothing. Oh wait, I'm gonna tell you all a secret. I'm almost never in the mood for Funyuns.
Sorry, I didn't think it would take me that long to pee.
You feel better?
Oh, we're still recording?
Oh, yeah.
I washed my hands, too,
Oh, shit.
after I touched my dick.
Do you feel better about this?
Well, I'm just done. You're right. I think that's what they're talking about. I think it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, and I don't have anything to say about it.
You make your uncle so happy. Hey, now's our chance. You know what to do? Let's finish him off and get out of here. Before we do that, are we all geared up? Better check, because no, we're probably fucking not. Oh my god. God damn it.
So it's time to get Laguna, Kyros, and Ward junctioned.
All the junctions, again, all of them. And at this point in the game, I gotta say, like, the further you get, the more junctioning there is. So, like, it gets longer the longer you play.
Yeah.
Why do you make me do this over and over again, game? Fuck me. Magic. Item. HP 40. Vitality 40. I had it all set up. Fuck you, game. Haley, stop. Hey. Hey, come here. I'm so pissed off at this. Like,
What
I'm
is
so
this?
fucking... I'm so sick. I have to set this shit all up again.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, before that last voiceover where you left to go to the bathroom, I had left to go to the bathroom in the past, and now I'm back.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding, because remember they didn't have their junctions, so now it's just like...
Why didn't they?
I don't fucking know, man.
I'm like racking my brain.
I spent like 35 minutes setting it up.
I know. I watched you do it. It was on my phone most of the time.
I just like... Jesus Christ. I think I got it back the way it was, almost. Except the auto... I can't auto-junction anything. Hold on. It's gonna take forever. Magic... Wait a minute. They don't have any magic? What?
I don't understand this.
Where did it go?
Why does Laguna have it? Like, I don't understand this at all.
I don't know, man.
Not only are the junctions not set, but the magic that I need to even set the junctions, for some reason, is not available. Like, it wasn't on characters that I chose to switch.
Well, it was all on Adia, and she wasn't even available.
That's a good point. A lot of it was on Adia, and they don't even let you choose her as an option to switch over to.
Great.
I fucking hate this. Whatever. Hopefully this part is short.
So as Laguna, Ward, and Kyros, we get into a battle with the guards.
Let's just hope for that right now.
Man, like I put so much work into and thought into every single fucking junction, and now they're all fucked up
I
again.
don't understand how that got. I mean, like.
All because they want to tell me this story that sucks shit. I like your games. Let me play it. I just like...
What's happening?
I don't know. He's disappearing people.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the enemy you're fighting, like, wrapped Laguna up in a weird orb and disappeared him out of this dimension.
Yeah, this is one of those enemies that has, like, the meta ability of, like, you're out of the ring. I think he has a remove from battle move, you know?
Great.
And then he disappears Kyros from battle, left with Ward.
Who has no magic or abilities or junctions at all.
You fucking jerk. We spend so much time and effort getting the GFs and teaching them the moves and junctioning all the stuff so it's all good. And then as soon as you start actually playing the story again, they remove it all. Like...
I wish I had anything to say.
No, you don't.
You know.
I'm just trying to, like, voice what's so frustrating about it. It's like, they make the plot so unenjoyable.
Jailbreak! Wait, what happened? Are all your characters back, I guess?
Yeah, you missed it. They
ran up out of nowhere, that's what happened. I was looking.
You were in the bathroom when it happened. No security guard, now's our chance. Wow, look at this guy's neck thing.
So as Laguna, Kuros, and Ward, we enter the next room, and who's here but Dr. Odin?
He's a real distinctive looking guy. He is dressed like a clown. I don't know how else to describe it. He has big puffy like clothes on, and then he has what I would describe as like a folding paper fan, like a big, one of those that folded in a big circle around his neck, like a collar. It's like 2 feet wide. It sticks out over his shoulders.
It's not something you normally see outside of a Renaissance fair.
Yeah. I don't know that you'd see it there either. It's reminiscent of that, but it's different too.
Wow, yeah.
Moon, listen. Hey, let's kill this guy. The heck are they talking about? To use lunatic Pandora as a weapon, you would need a system to move it. And you are researching that now?
We overhear this conversation happening between Dr. Odin and his assistant.
Here's some exposition about lunatic Pandora, I guess.
How do you come up with such bold ideas? I could never come up with such brilliant ideas. Dr. Odin says, I forgot. Oh, that's Dr. Odin, this clown-looking guy. Lunar base was built in space to observe the moon. Lunar base? Oh, we might go to the moon. So much money was spent on building it. Now, why couldn't they give some of that money to this lab? That is the way it is. Accept it. The rumor goes that little girls are being abducted for the sorceress's research. I have a daughter myself. It disturbs me to hear such a story. How do you think their parents feel?
I like this voice.
They will be proud to help the research. That is all that matters. So this evil asshole is who we're looking for?
Yes.
What happened to the weapon monthly you borrowed from me? My friend's bugging me to return it. I don't know. Darn it. Okay, so Dr. Odin is gonna have a weapons monthly whenever we meet him in life.
Laguna, Kuros, and Ward then turn around and run outside.
We just keep walking.
Yeah.
That was our introduction to like a huge character and huge concepts that are vital to the story, and we don't even interact with them.
Yep.
It's not even clear what the fuck he's talking about. It's like this is one of the most important scenes in the game, and it sucks.
Our team runs outside, and they're like at an entranceway to a museum.
Well, no, this is like the plaza in front of the research center for the lunatic Pandora. We're looking at like a huge, I don't know, utopian sci-fi building.
This game is constantly asking you to be friends with people who have done unspeakably evil things, and then turn around and go, I promise I'm good now, and you go, oh, okay, well in that case, that's cool.
That is a staple of the series.
In this one, it's way crazier.
I can't argue with that.
Hey, you waited for me? Grr, grr. Stay on your toes, don't get captured again. Darn it. I promised him a meal and a nap when we get out. Well, I guess he's better off running free.
I guess the Moomba escaped with us, and the Moomba runs off, and Laguna's like, wait, I promised you food.
I can't wait until we have some more time with Moombas later.
At least Laguna's not an asshole. Well, this may be a good time to leave this facility. Did they have an idea for 2 Final Fantasy games, and they were like, what if they were the same game?
And yeah, I mean, yes. Because like, well, can you parse out which 2 they are?
Well, one is about this group of Galbadian soldiers who are sort of goofballs who end up becoming a part of the resistance in this, like, future high-tech empire. And then the other one is about this group of mercenary children.
Well, it seems like maybe it's a Final Fantasy and a spin-off of that Final Fantasy in one.
Yeah, this is like a Crisis Core.
Exactly. but built into the game. Imagine if Crisis Core was built into Final Fantasy VII and it played.
We may just get to see what that's like if we're lucky, Jeff.
If we're lucky. If we're fucking lucky.
If Square Enix hates us, and I have reason to believe that they do.
I have case evidence 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I don't think they just hate us. I think they hate the entire world. Did something happen to the doctor, or did Adel stop funding this lab?
For a second I thought you were going to say, did something happen to them as children? Like, Square? Like, something?
No, it's Dr. Odin. He's done it again. He's found a new toy he prefers over a big one like Lunatic Pandora. Some child named Ellone.
Dr. Odine's assistant is like, Dr. Odine no longer cares about the lunatic Pandora. He wants a different toy, which is this girl Ellone.
They're trying to juggle, and it's looking like they might drop the balls. It's crazy. Like, we're learning about lunatic Pandora and Ellone, and none of it is happening now, but Odine isn't sure which will be... Ugh.
Ellone? You know her? Know her? She's really the only Okay, so this is after they were... This is like post Windhill Village, Ellone and Rain, and after they were soldiers and escaped and all. It's all going chronologically.
Okay.
We're starting to grok what's going on.
Yeah, well, the problem is there's so many missing dreams that, like, the leap from the last thing we saw to here is crazy. And I mean, the leap to the last thing we saw, we were super confused.
Yeah.
If you remember, it was Laguna talking to Adia in the past, and we were like, when is this?
Yeah.
They all went to their homes and went to the prison.
I guess what must have happened
we gotta get the team
is
back together?
Ellone got captured because, like, when they were in Windhill, Kiros showed up and was like, hey, I know this magazine that's looking for writers, and you're like an adventurous dude. And he's like, oh, maybe I'll travel around with you and we'll like write some articles. Mm-hmm. And then I guess Ellone got kidnapped by Esthar, and probably we went and got Ward, and we're like, we gotta go get this little girl, and then we show up and immediately get captured and enslaved.
Uh-huh.
And now we're breaking out and hearing about Ellone.
And becoming the leaders of a resistance.
Yeah, immediately upon, like, slacking off, that guy was like, you seem like a good leader. Like, you're not kowtowing to these people, so we're gonna put you in charge.
Well,
Okay,
that's where
know
we're
her.
at.
She's
I
really
think
the
you're-
only. Yeah,
yeah.
she's really the only reason why we're here. Ward can't speak anymore because he got his throat slashed. Where's Ellone? Dr. Odine would probably know her whereabouts.
So look for Odine. Right. We're going back.
This doesn't read, but I feel like it's supposed to be a joke that we went and like listened in on Dr. Odine and didn't know that was who we were looking for and walked past him, and then they're like, go find Dr. Odine, and now, because Laguna's such a goof?
I think maybe I'll give it to him if you want to. I mean, I was about to say yet another instance where we were like with the person we have to talk to, and for some reason the scene concluded in another place, and then we're
Right,
gonna walk
exactly.
back a screen.
Thanks for all your help. Better get someplace safe now. Adios. Wait a second, I still owe you. If you're looking for that little girl alone, you'll eventually need help. Facing Esthar and Adel with only the three of you will be difficult. Is this gonna like match up where we're fighting the ultimate sorceress while Laguna is fighting the ultimate sorceress, and we're gonna have a boss fight across time or some shit?
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be
Yeah.
cool. The sorceress comes back to inhabit the matron and Adel at the same time.
Yeah, but in different times.
Yeah.
And then we
And
are
then-
actually like we're one thing because Ellone
Uh-huh.
made us know.
Uh-huh.
And she's like the key to everything because like she's like our mommy figure or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What a bunch of kids.
Why
mean,
not let us?
writers.
But we're also her father figure at the same time. What? Why not let us help you? We'll provide you with all the information you need. It's not a bad idea. We don't know anything about Esthar. I never want to go through all this again. I'm sure Ward feels the same way. Ward, just like slapping his head, I wish I could communicate. Huh? Okay, fine. We'll accept your help. In return, we'll help your anti-Azel movement or whatever. It's Adel.
He's the leader of this movement, and he doesn't know what the name of the sorceress is.
Well, this movement full of dumb fucks just made him the leader somehow, and they haphazardly are now making a plan to do, once again, two separate things that don't have anything to do with
Yeah.
each other, but out of convenience, they'll help each other.
Start listening more closely because it's getting embarrassing, is what Ward would say. Can't you see it in his eyes? Yeah, sure, I always see it. But who cares? I speak with passion from the heart. That's what matters most. Yes, that's right. It all sounds crazy, but I like you. I really want you to be our leader.
This is bananas.
Yep, leave it to me. Once we find Ellone, I'll take up that offer. Well, let me go pay a little visit to Odine. Wait right here. I actually kind of like these three characters, though, at least. Darn
Better
it.
than our main.
Oh, for sure. I mean, our main wouldn't be so bad if Squall weren't there. Or Renoa. Anyway, darn
The
it, did it
mains.
again.
The two
Why don't I
mains.
ever think things through before I answer? Well, it's been okay till now. I'm sure things will work out. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm gonna go I can't believe all of our magic is gone.
That's
seriously
anything
badly.
to Junction.
I mean, did we do something wrong to make that happen that way?
I don't know. I don't know what we could have done.
Even watching back over it a couple times, I'm still really confused as
Me
to what
too.
happened. Like, I don't know. I can't figure it out.
I'm just gonna have to get in a fight as soon as I can and draw as much magic as I can. Like, that feels like the only solution. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to Dr. Odin again. We ran out of the building to have a long conversation to run into the building. Where did he go?
We walk back into Odin's lab, and he's not there.
Oh yes, here's the Weapons Monthly issue. First issue ever of Weapons Monthly.
We find the first issue of Weapons Monthly.
It's the first edition from the past, and we take this item to the future somehow.
I guess since we've read it? We have it in our
Right.
inventory, though.
If Laguna reads it while we're watching in the dream, then I
Then
guess
we've
we
read
get
it.
that information.
The same way I can remember everything that's happened and I've read in dreams, you know? And,
Exactly.
And the way that when I do things in a dream, it works that way in life.
And you can go.
They're not in a dream, though.
consult it.
Never mind. This doesn't work.
Oh, because it's in the past. Does it have something great in it?
Yeah.
Whoa. We open the magazine and we read about the Lionheart.
Mm-hmm.
Squall's ultimate weapon.
It looks really cool.
It does. It's like a big blue blade. Of all the gun blades, the finest model is the
It's gotta be
Lionheart.
the ultimate weapon,
Isn't
right?
Squall's
That's his
last
last
name
name.
Leonhardt?
Yeah.
And in order to get Squall's ultimate weapon, we're going to need to get some adamantine, 4 dragon fangs, and 12 pulse ammo.
But, you know, I mean, did Dia and Sid just sit around having fun making up people's last names when we were kids? And just go, like, let's name him Leonhardt and get him into gunblades. Like, the ultimate gunblade is the
What
Lionheart.
happened to all of our original parents?
We don't
before
know.
we
We're
went to
just
the
orphans.
orphanage?
We're just orphans. They didn't say what happened. They probably died in whatever this war is.
Okay.
There seems to be no shortage of orphans. Because
10 years ago?
Adia-
Wait, this war that would happen 10 years ago,
Well,
and
I
we're
mean,
like 18?
Okay, so like right now, Ellone is like what? Like a little girl, like a 6, 7-year-old girl or something?
Yeah.
And now she's like an adult, right?
Right. This is the time
And
when
we're
we
17
orphans.
years old.
Right.
So yeah, this did not happen very long ago at all.
No, this happened when we were, 7.
I don't know if we were even born yet.
When this is going on with Laguna?
Yeah.
Is it not the same time as the orphanage shit?
No, because Ellone isn't even at the orphanage yet. Like, the orphanage isn't even started.
But wasn't she at the orphanage as a kid?
Well, she was older than us. We called her Big Sis. We don't know how old she was.
Right. I mean, I'm doing my best in the past. My best is not very good.
I mean, it just is so confusing unnecessarily.
Yeah, but the fact is, this is 17 years ago, not 10.
So that's
But
what I
right
mean.
now, isn't she 17? In
No,
the future?
she's a little kid. In the future, she's older than we are.
How old is she in the future?
Well, because if she was our big sis when we were little kids,
I know, but how old is she?
we don't know because we haven't seen her. She could be any age.
I thought
older
she
than us.
looked like us. Like, she looked like one of
Well,
us.
that's why I say it's crazy that we're 17 because we look like 26-year-olds.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Raijin looks like a 40-year-old bodybuilder, and he's 17.
So you think that,
Ellone could be 30 right now, for all we know.
you think that this war is about to create a bunch of orphans and then the orphanage?
Well, I mean, the orphans came from somewhere, and I
Right.
mean, you know, Adia got a boat, and there were so many orphans, she couldn't help but start another orphanage. Like,
So many orphans. She and Sid.
it's truly crazy. Even so, all this happened over such a short amount of time that it's nuts that people in the world aren't talking about it and the characters aren't piecing it together. Because everyone alive would remember all of this.
Yeah. Well, people would be like, "Wow!" Ever since the war,
No one seems-
everybody you
No one seems to be talking about it. Maybe they all got GF'd. Maybe the whole world got GF'd.
Could have been.
Maybe there's a global GF.
So we go back down the elevator to where Laguna was originally working with the Moombas, and we find Dr. Odin with some security guards.
Maybe the moon is a GF.
The GFing.
The lunatic, whatever he's talking about.
The lunatic.
Dr. Odin, where's Ellone? Can't believe you guys came back. You fools. We're gonna have to Man,
So Dr. Odin sends the guards after us, and we're in a fight.
desperately need magic. Oh, he doesn't have draw. Okay.
And I decide to look up, like, what the hell is the deal with the Laguna segments and the junctions? Like, does anybody have anything to say on a message forum or what?
Yeah.
And I quickly find some kindred spirits.
Every time I'm about to start a Laguna dream, I get my perfect setup put in place, and then all of a sudden the game just removes them when I get to a Laguna dream. I don't even know why it asked me to make a junction party, when right before I entered the screen, they removed all the junctions anyway. I'm getting tired of having to redo my complex setups at random intervals in the game.
Me too, dude. I'm with you, brother. Fuck this. Like, fuck everything about that.
It says, yeah, it allows you to choose which character gives their magic stock to who, but it doesn't actually keep the GF and magic junctions, so you need to redo it anyway. Very annoying.
But it didn't give the magic stock. I didn't get any of the
because I think
magic.
you picked somebody, you didn't pick, because all the magic's on fucking, what's her name?
Adia.
Yeah.
But I mean, Irvine was with us, right? Who was in the party? Like, now I'm just crippled. That's so unbelievable to me. I mean, they even have the whole mechanic of switching junctions seamlessly between any character. Why would they not do it?
It seems like the reason it was built was for this. Like, story-wise. Was like, they were like, we need, not only are we going to be swapping out characters
and then
all
in
the
the
time.
remaster, to not fix that shit.
I think it's a mistake. I don't think the junction exchange is supposed to not work when you change to Laguna. That doesn't make sense.
Well, anyway, we finished the battle, and Odin has some shit to say.
What are you saying? I don't know any Ellone. Okay, I was lying. Ellone. I know Ellone. Now we're letting him get past us?
And so Odin, waddles by us and runs onto the elevator.
Hey, wait, where's Ellone? Okay, let me see what I can do now.
And you go into your menus to figure out the junctioning again.
So if I had done the switch junction,
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's just the most, it's so annoying. I guess I can give some magic.
This person's that's why each character in my party has their own set of GFs and magic that rarely gets touched unless I have to make adjustments for who gets what abilities. That totally fixed the Laguna dream problem. But after each dream, all the GFs would be unjunctioned. Grr. At least I don't have to redo everything.
Luckily, Squall had enough magic on him that I can kinda mitigate this, but holy shit.
I love that someone put the sentence down, but you could easily prevent it by switching junctions to Quistis and Selfie if you know beforehand, or something.
If you know before.
And it's
we get so many comments from people that are exactly that.
Exactly.
That, if you've played it 5 times, you would know.
But we're not.
This is so pitiful. We were so powerful. I had done so much.
You would really like the
We
amount
were
of time.
gods.
We were
So the junctions are at the most acceptable place I'm going to get them to, and we follow Odin.
It's the best I can do.
Here's another one. The title is Yay, Laguna, but where did my junctions go?
I'm talking about Ellone. Where did you take her? Why don't we catch this guy and beat the shit out of him? Hey, wait, tell me where. We're gonna let him get in a car.
We've chased Dr. Odin out of the building, and he's getting in a car.
In O-Lab. Ellone is there. He means Odin's laboratory. To go there, go over here, then over there, then here. I see. I didn't understand a word.
Odin's assistant is like, oh, he's going to Odin's lab.
They make a joke in the writing about and now I'm directions.
Right, and Laguna's like, I don't understand. Goodbye.
Kyros, it's your show from here. What? This place sure is weird.
So I think we're in Odin's lab now.
Yeah, or the entrance
The
to it.
entrance.
Hey, where'd he go? No good. It won't open.
The door to the lab won't open.
Okay. What the?
But then we see another form of locomotion they have here in Esthar, which is an ottoman that you sit on. That then
hovers up and shoots away.
Yeah, it hovers up into a pneumatic tube and launches down it.
Oh, hovering stool. Sit on it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Cool. This place is cool.
This place is really cool. I wish I weren't so mad about the junctions, and I could just be like, oh, cool, exploring.
I will say, everything about this game does, like, scream, like, it's just dripping with Final Fantasy as Final Fantasy.
It really is.
Like...
It might be the most Final Fantasy game of them all.
I'm hesitant to say that, yet
I'm constantly going,
like,
wow, look at this, god damn it!
Right? Like, it seems like the truest Final Fantasy. Like, 7 was too good. And
7 was too good to be a
heights.
true Final Fantasy.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's gotta...
6 and 7 are like anomalies. We're now back to actual Final Fantasy.
They all track, exactly. They almost shouldn't track.
Magic. Draw failed. Great. Now I'm really worried that after this, Adia will go crazy with magic again, and we won't have. We'll just lose all the magic we put on her, or some horse shit like that. Because why wasn't she an option for trading the magic? Bleep bloop bloop bleep 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 bloop bleep bloop.
So we're in Odin's laboratory, and there's like a computer monitor on our right and a big observation window like at the front of it, which looks down into sort of like a pit, like a little room that you can look down in.
And Laguna starts futzing with the control panel.
Error. Do you know what you're doing? No. Do you know what I'm doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and enjoy this part for what it is and stop being mad about what's already happened.
So we walk up to like the window of the observation thing and look down, and we can see down in the little cell is Ellone. And it's like, you know, pretty classic, no frills, this is a metal room and you're being experimented on cell.
Hard to say how old she is here, but probably, you know...
She's the same little girl model.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Okay, there's Ellone. She's down there in a cage, sort of.
Killer.
Ellone.
Killer for what's happened.
Ellone. Ellone. Darn, she can't hear me. Okay, do we try this again? Unlocked. Okay. Go down.
Laguna messes with the panel again and unlocks something. You go back to the floating ottoman.
You go back down and you can get in a door that was locked before, which leads to the cell Ellone is in.
Hurry, go see her. I'm going.
Okay. Anybody who can pass play cards? And Laguna walks into Ellone's cell.
Ellone. Uncle Laguna. Yeah, see, right now she's as little as we are in the orphanage, right?
But how old was she to us when we were in the orphanage?
That's the big piece of information we don't have.
one of the big pieces of information we don't have.
I could see her being like 15 to 17, like the age we are now, maybe? I don't know. See, I told you I'd come save you.
Sorry I'm a little late, but... So Laguna picks up Ellone, and abruptly the dream comes to an end.
And everyone wakes up on the floor and they're like, well, that was weird.
Squall, you were right.
Yeah, except all my junctions are fucked up again now.
Yeah, we're back in the outside of a building of Esthar. Squall, Adia, and the gang are there, ready to be like,
let's see what's going on in Esthar. Who's ready to hit the town?
Something's coming.
Whoa.
Cool, Esthar car. A futuristic car comes out of the tunnel that's ahead of us. A guy who looks like Odin's assistant steps out. They got so many modes of transportation around the city. Sorceress Adia.
Yes, we came here to see Dr. Odin.
Please explain what this is regarding.
Yes, of course.
I want to see Ellone. Where is she?
Alone?
Squall, calm down. Trust me. Let me handle this.
Please come with us.
Hi, Haley.
Hey.
Wow, this is like a futuristic racing track from like, what is that game? Where you're a hovercraft, like from F-Zero.
F-Zero?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all get in the car and drive out into Esthar. Which, as you say, looks like an F-Zero track.
Amazing.
This place is amazing.
It
They
is.
should want to show this off. They should let this get overrun.
We'll be arriving
by
at the
tourists.
presidential palace shortly.
Whoa, how big is this thing?
I hope Dr. Odin is there.
I can't remember what her voice was actually like.
It was just, you know, I don't know. We never will. So we all go to the presidential palace, and we're in, like, a conference room of sorts. And Adia, like, kind of dots and is like, and that's the reason I'm here.
That is the very reason I am here. I seek the doctor's help. I wish to be free of Sorceress Ultimacia's control.
That would be easy. So now we're gonna be friends with this asshole?
This guy has such a weird outfit.
We just exorcised the sorceress. There is nothing in Odin cannot do.
We just exorcised the sorceress.
I leave everything in your hands.
So you want to see Ellone?
Yeah.
Where is she? I have to bring Renoa to her.
We need to see Ellone now.
Renoa is comatose on a couch nearby.
Yeah, we're still just dragging her around.
Yeah.
No neck support or anything.
I do love that we all passed out next to her. She was already passed out. We were all passed out together for a minute.
So, you will take Odin hostage? You are a fool. Huh?
What?
I don't care, just take me to Ellone.
Huh?
So we're all just kind of chatting, and then Squall just like grabs Dr. Odin by the throat, and he's like, "Where is Ellone? Where is she?"
Do as he says. I gives him permission. Very well.
But under one condition, you must let me observe this girl. What? No, don't do that.
Well, we would need time to prepare before we take you to Ellone.
Hi.
So you will leave the girl with us until then? Why are we doing this?
Dude, get out your sword, start killing everybody.
Accept their offer, Squall.
They never do what I want them to in video games, Jeff. They always don't just start killing everybody.
It happens once in a while.
And Doom.
You better not do anything to Renoa.
Why don't we leave Zell with them? Alright, you should have a look around the city. When you're ready, head eastward to Lunar Gate and meet us there. We should be ready by then.
The guy says head eastward to Lunar Gate. That is going to fuck us.
It's really confusing to me.
That's like what next week's going to be all about.
It's going to be all about what is east in this city. Isn't even really the correct question. And now, once again, we're going to be on our way to the Lunar Gate, and no one in the party knows why. We came here to see Ellone, and we're like, show us Ellone.
Yeah.
And they're like, not
We'll be
yet.
ready
Fine, I guess I'll head east to the Lunar Gate.
Yeah.
We have advanced much since the sorceress's reign. I hope you enjoy our city.
In the last 10 years?
Fuck you, Dr. Odin. This is quite mysterious, so this is what happens. What happens when what? Everyone has answers.
God
Everyone
damn.
has answers, but they won't tell me. You know what? It's making me feel like I'm a fucking teenager again. Fuck school. Fuck this. Fuck you, Mom and Dad. Fuck everything.
I'm going to my room.
Why make Tim move out of here?
I'm gonna play video
I'm
games. I'm gonna play.
be
I want
famous.
Squall to fucking go into his room and the garden and play Final Fantasy games all
Yeah.
day. Because he says, fuck this shit and fuck the world.
We'll take the girl there. Nothing to worry about. Just head to Lunar Gate. Yeah, I've never been here before. I'll just head to Lunar Gate. I'll just head there. Which way? Let's go this way first.
And that's where we're going to leave it for episode 28.
We are, and man, I'm just realizing too. So we get to this location, right? Esthar, this big thing that's been talked up.
Yeah.
This place, no one's been there. It's mysterious. We barely know anything. Wow, it's hidden with a cloak. We get in there. As soon as we're in here, instead of something happening here,
Yeah.
they're like, "You gotta go somewhere else."
To the Lunar Gate.
The Lunar Gate.
It's not here.
It's not here.
It's on the continent, but it's not here
I
in
know.
town.
It's like there's nothing to fucking do in town.
We are sure that we need
which
to do
is going to
in town.
confuse the shit out of us next week.
It's really going to be what
But-
next week is all about.
By now, we should understand this, because this is what always happens in this game.
I know. Because I thought for a second what you were going to say there was, like, we got to Esthar, this awe-inspiring place, and then when we're on the doorstep, we all pass out and go see Esthar in the past in a weird way.
I mean, that sucks too, but I just mean that we get here and there's not even a sequence that takes place here.
Right. No.
Like, give me a break! Why the fuck would you do it like this?
We're going to be exploring Esthar, the city, thoroughly.
So you're writing a story, and you're like, the next part is they get to Esthar.
Yeah.
But that's not where the next thing happens.
Well, it happens on the continent of Esthar. We couldn't get to that place either.
I'm done.
before.
I've been too angry this episode. I apologize, everybody. I'm having fun. I'm just like getting more and more. I'm seeing this happen in front of me, and I just can't let it stand.
Shit's about to get really crazy.
It is. It's gonna get
The next
really
run of
nuts.
episodes is going to be so stupid and cool and fun.
This is probably like the next run of episodes is the peak of awe-inspiring and this is really dumb. But like we've been in a desert of just like wandering around, listening to Sid and Adia make no sense.
Yeah.
It's gonna become cutscenes and insanity.
And we're gonna, gonna wonder, will that hug counter tick up to 1?
Will it tick up to 1? It has to soon, right? I mean,
theoretically,
we're approaching closer to the end of the game every time we play.
It's true. What's funny about that statement is that we've played games before where we've done episodes where that wasn't true. Where we've ended up back with, like, literally where we started in the episode with no forward progress having been made.
But technically, we still were closer to finishing the game than we were before.
Okay,
because
yeah, well,
we still had to make no progress in order to make progress. Tooch.
Oh, before we go, do you want to log on and see if there's any messages for us?
Yes. Let me just boot up the old...
Apple II?
I don't know, it's, those little speak and spells.
Booting up the speak and spell right now. I can't believe it, but we're in. The speak and spell works. There's a message. Clicking on it. Oh, the message is from Dylan Rogers, and he just wants us to tell Dan Kame, who has sent us a message before, thank you, Dan, that Dan is an incredible friend, father, husband, and all-around cool dude. Keep being amazing and bringing joy into the world.
Do it, Dan. Do what he says.
Do what Dylan tells you, Dan.
It sounds like the alternative of ceasing to do that would probably not be very fun.
You don't want to
Sounds like you're already killing it.
Yeah. I've seen Dan Kame on Twitter. He responds to stuff sometimes and always seems like a very good dude. All right, let's go. Thank you, Dylan Rogers. If you're interested in a message, they're just $25 each. Just email nocappodcast@gmail.com. That's NOCKAT. We do payments through PayPal because we're independent, and make it happen. Email us.
And as always, a big thank you to our Patreon supporters.
Yes.
We are so grateful that we get to do this and keep doing it.
It's an honor.
It's an honor. It's a ton of work, and we're glad you make it worth our time.
Yeah.
And we hope that we make being a patron on Patreon worth your time. And if you're not, go sign up. We got bonus content. We got video versions. We've got things going on. Merch.
Unexpected Funyuns. And later on, like a bunch of bonus episodes. And that's at patreon.com/nocap.
Yes. Rate and review us.
On the iTunes.
Tell a friend.
Get in touch.
Spray paint us on a wall.
And then take a picture of it and tweet it at us.
Commit crimes in our name. Don't do that, actually. Can we get in trouble for saying that?
Commit crimes in our name, just generally?
Yeah. I mean,
how would they
Charlie
then do
Manson
that? Like,
got in trouble for.
Yeah, but like, if you were to do it like that generally, and then somebody got caught
true.
doing
we might
a
be
crime,
able to beat the case.
Could they say?
I think we could beat the case.
That's what I'm
crimes
saying.
in our name.
We've got a good enough lawyer.
This is a joke.
He winked. Let's have the dessert. If we were to go back to hot dogs, someone reminded me of a street hot dog in Iceland in Reykjavik that was like, it had this like grilled onions underneath it, and it was like, the line was crazy long, and it was one of the best hot dogs I've ever had. And it was a surprise hot dog because I just didn't see it coming on that trip, and it was amazing.
Okay.
Or do you have a dessert in mind?
Well, I was just thinking of a hot dog. Maybe we can split the difference. But because I was thinking of, like, I saw this pastry that was made where they kept folding the dough over and then running it through a thing to flatten it so that when it baked, it was just, like, thousands and thousands and thousands of layers.
Ooh.
So when you'd bite through it, and I was wondering, could you fill the inside of a hot dog with thousands and thousands and thousands of layers of, like, pink slime that hardens separately? So when you bite through the hot dog, it has, like, a kind of, like, effect on your teeth, like you're
Your
biting
teeth
through.
hits each layer.
Yeah, and then you could even inject inside of those layers extra flavor.
We're doing it. It's a
And we'll get it in
combination
we'll
real
do it
hot dog
there.
and that.
Yes.
And we're going to sell it in Reykjavik on the street. There you go. Enjoy.